All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepted members to the Sarah Soon said YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. The link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Soon City YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Soon City DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. 25% off selected items. Boom. Come on over there, get you something nice, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,000 videos, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. We got code, alchemy, we got the sacred language, we got Too Raw for YouTube. We got the Making of the White Man series. We got all debates. You feel me? All world religions exposed. All the Kushite Egyptian history around the world. Black power, politics, and economics. We got it all. Legendary lectures, whole lectures. We got so many 3 hour lectures, 3.5 hour lectures for you, man. If y'all for that wisdom and knowledge from the general is there. Plus, we got hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the elders. There's no other website on the planet that can compare, compete. Come on over, join the day. GeneralSeti.com, SETI University. That's right, family. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. We got a whole lot of videos just been uploaded, and we talking about exclusive live streams only to be seen on Patreon. We got over 500 exclusive live streams on different tiers. You know, you can sign up on whatever tier is for you. We got something waiting on you as soon as you show up. We got a treasure chest for you. So get on over there, check it out, family. I'm also on Rumble, King Seti on Rumble. Please subscribe, man, because we're going to set fire to Rumble. All the family out there, donate to the generals. I appreciate you. I thank you for your donation. Any of the family out there would like to donate, link right there on the video screen. It's in the chat. It's in the video description. Click it, donate. I thank you. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. All right. It's turning up over there in the so-called Middle East. Is about as hot as it can get right now. We didn't had the Israelis, they just assassinating. You know, it didn't came down to where they just gonna assassinate uh the leaders of Hamas, of Hezbollah, and you know, this is just, you know, now this is now if somebody talk about assassinating the United States president, your ass is in trouble. You know, you're gonna get a motherfucking nuclear bomb dropped on your ass. That's just all it is to it. You know, in most Western nations, you know, to assassinate a Western head of state is you know, you already know what that come with. That's just gonna be immediate declaration of war. And so, yes, and so because these organizations have been deemed terrorist organization, then they are not, you know, considered in this, you know, what we call engagement, you know, rules of engagement in modern warfare. They are outside of the boundaries or the rules of engagement. So to the West, you can assassinate, you know, what is deemed to be terrorist organization that their leaders can be assassinated. Now, this guy that was just, in his name, let me get his name. Ishmael. Han, I believe it's Hanye. Hanye. Okay. Hanye. Okay. And so uh he was uh he was the head of the Hamas, and they I guess, and at the same time that there's now you got to understand this man was on Iranian soil. And this take me back to how the Iranian I believe the president, his ass, the goddamn plane crash. What was it, last month? There wasn't no goddamn crash. They didn't took that man out. They knocking their goddamn leaders off. You see what I'm saying? They knocking their ass off one by one. They didn't knock the president down in Iran. The president. Now they didn't knock the president off Hamas. Trump had already knocked down in Iran the top military head, whatever his name, Soleimani, knocked him down. And so and it was crazy. 18 hours before they knocked this guy down on Iranian soil. And so he was in actually, from my understanding, he was in they call it with the Republic Guard, or which which I think is the highest ranking military organization in Iran. I believe they the guards of the president. They you got different you got the regular military, and then you got uh the I believe they call them the guard, in Republic. Let me see. Republican Guard. So it is okay, okay, Revolutionary Guard. Okay, but okay, the Revolutionary. I guess so. They call them the Revolutionary Guard. Okay, but anyway, and so they, it was in their confines that they hit this man, and so I mean, they knew exactly where he was. And man, they put that bomb in his back pocket. They knocked his ass off. And so that show you they is assassinating, the leadership of their enemies. They don't have no problem. What they can't do on the battlefield, they do in the form of assassination. And so, with the assassinate, it's all making sense now. Because I already said that the president of Iran, that motherfucking, what would make a motherfucker go out in the middle of some fog and this, that, and the third, and that didn't make no goddamn sense. And you flying in a goddamn helicopter during fog and shit, that's a setup. That was a setup all day long, and so they knocked him off. Soleimani was knocked off by Trump, and now you got two. I mean, the top of Hamas was knocked down, and Hezbollah, which is the one coming out of I believe Lebanon, they knocked him off. He was one of the highest ranking military generals or higher ups in Hezbollah. They knocked his ass off 18 hours before uh, hitting the leader of Hamas on Iranian soil. And so, yeah, Iran is vowing revenge. So in Lebanon is vowing for revenge, and so you seeing that the shit is turning up. You see, now it's getting to the point. It's where it's going. It really can't get no hotter than what it is right now. I see as if it could be one or two more going back. It ain't gonna take many more, and the shit gonna be wide open. It's gonna be all out. It's almost there. It could happen at any second right now. That because the United States didn't already sent 12 warships over to the Middle East, on top of the ones that's already over there. So yeah, they didn't send them on over there. And so when you start piling up them type of, warships, you already got, shit, it's probably already 12 over there. Iran is a big threat. Yeah, Iran is a big threat. But the thing is, let me tell you something. Your motherfucking Israelis ain't no joke. They ain't playing with them motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna fuck around and drop a bomb on them. See, the one thing about they ruthless. And when I think about, that tail move, you know what I'm saying? And how they look at motherfuckers, and how they say deal with them and shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it's people don't understand. It's not just military going on. It's also some occult shit on top of that shit too. And how they dealing with them and shit. That's how they say, when it all that assassination and going for the heads and shit and this, that, and the third, ruthless and very brutal and very direct. As you can see, where most of these so-called Western nations were, they want to have some rules of engagement. You watch them Israelis; they don't have no fucking rules of engagement. They brutal. They just say fuck it. We gonna deal harshly. That's their motto. Deal harshly. Be no let up until every last one of them. They not gonna sign no treaties. They ain't dealing with no treaties. Ain't gonna be no compromise. We gonna truce. The truce is only to give you uh, they say, goddamn it, you got 6 hours to get our hostages out. That's all you got. And once them six, they right back on their head. And matter of fact, when it was goddamn supposed to be a truce, they was still bombing. You see what I'm saying? So, you could tell when you read in that Talmud, when they get to talking about in that Kabbalah, and they get to talking about the Goyim, and that they worth nothing and shit, and this, that, and the third. You can see that they dealing with them militarily, but they also dealing with them from an occult standpoint. You see, yeah. Well, it's I don't even believe they God's chosen people. I don't even believe that shit. I believe they taking advantage of the fact that they have strong arm the concept. They have strong arm the concept. But when they go and they look in that mirror, I don't believe they believe it. You see, but they gonna strong arm the concept, and they gonna work it to their benefit. But they know good goddamn well that's not them. And that's the reality of it. But I'm gonna tell you, they come out of a dark cauldron. And so they've been dealing, this way harshly, and brutally with from ancient times. And so, they not new to this. You know what I'm saying? They not new to this. They not new to this. And I'm gonna tell you, they know it's Cushite land. They know that. That. They know that. The shit they done been digging up over there done told them that. They ain't dug no Cro-Magnon Neanderthal material up over there. They know that's Cushite land. But the thing is, what people must understand, that they are willing And a lot of people think that World War III gonna be started by the United States and Russia. No, I believe, them damn Israelis might be the one that started, because that's what they say, that that war in Revelations will begin. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know which one is it. Is it to begin in Jerusalem? Does it begin in what they call Armageddon or Megiddo or whatever? You understand what I'm saying? One of them areas over there is where it's supposed to start. You see, that's right. Hebrew is Phoenician. Ain't no. I mean, it say they stole their land, and so that's what it is. And and if you go, they took the language, they took everything. So it ain't no Hebrew. That's a misnomer. It's a misnomer, because everything that they swear is Hebrew is actually of the Canaanite, Phoenician, African, Cushite people that was there thousands and thousands but they already say they took it. So I mean, it ain't like they don't admit it. They admit it. They admit it. So but what I'm saying is, that they are willing to drop that nuclear bomb. Okay, on Iran. So if Iran, and so they're gonna draw Russia in. They're gonna draw Russia in, and so we thinking about, we thinking about who's gonna be the president during a critical time like this. Who's gonna be the president? Who was more I mean, goddamn, you think about this. Yeah, yeah. You think about who's gonna be in control over what's gonna happen over there. But it don't make no difference, because them Jews, they going when they get ready to go to war, the United States is gonna back Israel. That's who they gonna back. And so if they get to dropping, and it could it could bring the United States. Yeah, you say I never think about the president. It don't make a difference. It don't make a difference, because they ain't nothing but a puppet. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but a puppet. They're gonna do what they is the one that behind this, the veil that you don't see, that's calling the shots. Yeah, yeah. We ain't got a dog in the fight, but we gonna throw one in the fight. We ain't got one in the, but see, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. We had to, we'll deal with it, on a different level. You feel me? But they run this nation, they hands in all these nations, and it's a cycle that they continue to perpetuate. You see, it's a cycle that they continue to perpetuate. And it's been going on for the last 1,000 years. These white tribes warn with each other. And they so quick to talk about black on black crime. That's petty. And as petty as it is, and it need to be dealt with. But here it is, motherfucker, put the world in threat of destruction. You know, Niggas ain't got that kind of power. They ain't got that kind of power. These motherfuckers is about to put the world in threat of annihilation. You know, and white on white crime that's going on right now today, where they over there dropping bombs in Ukraine, motherfucker dropping bombs in Syria, assassinating heads of state. The motherfucker don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Don't see that. Motherfucker over there wipe out. And like I say, I don't give a goddamn, because it ain't mine, wipe out everything. This motherfucker that to Yahoo that bombed every building in Gaza. Destroyed that shit. You can see And then you go into Syria and they've been bombing and they bombing in Ukraine. And I say, God damn and shit. It's a war footing in the South China Sea, United States and China, war footing with Russia and Ukraine and other areas. I mean, just war footings all over the goddamn planet. You see, and yeah, yeah, the US is most definitely got their hands in every motherfucking thing. They most definitely got their hands in everything. They know what's going on, and they okay with what is, even though they politicians will come out to the world and say, oh, we don't agree with what's happening, but they continue to give Israel all the implements of warfare to continue to bomb and destroy, and so it's in their best benefit that Israel, does what. And so that's the way the United States can pretend like its hands is not in the blood, and they don't have bloody hands, but you know, that's just not true. That's just not true. But that's what power is about. Power is always, and as sad as it is to say that, in this world here today, that's how power is obtained, maintained. And if you want some, you better be prepared to at least, keep a motherfucker up off of you. Because if you can't keep a motherfucker up off of you, you ain't gonna keep no power because they're gonna come in there and take your little land or whatever you got. So if you ain't got enough power or enough force, enough energy to keep their ass up off your land, you ain't gonna have none because that's how they coming today. And if you pretend like you can have a nation without defense, without, some form of a military to keep these motherfuckers out of your house, you ain't gonna have no house. That's just as simple as that. You ain't gonna have no goddamn house. But it's turning up. They didn't send 12 warships into the so-called Middle East. They probably in the from the Red Sea to probably in the Arabian. I don't probably in the Arabian Sea. It's probably a little volatile up in that Persian Gulf right now because Iran is probably on a war footing, and they probably it's probably gonna be tight, to send them ships up in there because they could catch, some ship, some anti-ship missiles, and so on and so forth. And so it's gonna be tight up in there. And so they probably ain't, but they right in the vicinity in case they got to send some shit. They got this, light their ass up. They're gonna light them up. And so Russia, that's Russia's ally. Russia, and I'm gonna tell y'all, and I mean it when I tell you that they have paid for by a welfare nation. They say, I agree with you. Say Israel needs too much help in all things. They have free health care paid by our taxes, a welfare nation. Russia's allied with Iran. That's true. That's true. But that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna start softening up all them lesser nations. That's how you do it. They're gonna pick on Iran. They're gonna Russia ain't gonna do shit. Russia cannot, they think Russia can stretch its hands like that. And that's what they want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Russia, the United States is an octopus. It could do that. That's how they designed it. You can't have a military that wasn't designed to be an octopus military. And when I mean you can fight wars everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's why they constructed that's why they got so many goddamn aircraft carriers, battle fleets. Yeah. You know, they could send a motherfucking one battle fleet. They don't even have to send the whole motherfucking battle fleet. You know what I'm saying? You know, because a battle fleet, I don't know how many, is it about 8 or 9, or I don't know if it's how many ships is in, because it'll be about 7, 8 submarines and all kind of shit when they go over there in a battle fleet. And so they got about 12 motherfucking battle fleets, so they can send one here, one there, you know. And so Russia not built like that, not at all. And China's not built like that, not at all. And a lot of people thinking, and they didn't already, you know, even though they carbon copy people fucking military designs, they do not have the you know, people you watching too much goddamn Ultraman and too much what's that motherfucker robot Voltron and shit. Them motherfuckers technology is some cheap shit. Okay, that shit don't sit. That shit, you know, it's not up to par. It's not up to par with what, you know, these people been goddamn doing this shit for goddamn 70 years and shit. How in the hell somebody doing it for 70 and they advancing this shit, and somebody that don't even, you know, just get on the path of learning how to build these ships, and they not on that level. They not on that level. And so people, because if they was, they would have tried to punk the United States by now. All that pump faking and shit like that. United States is setting up in their front door. I mean, you see China or Russia setting up in the front door of the United States? Not at all. But I mean, you got, you know, the United States is damn near surrounding both of their ass, surrounding their ass. So unless somebody can show me something different other than that, then goddamn it, you living in a pipe dream. You know, you living in a pipe dream. And so what they gonna do is they gonna punk, and they're in Iran because they ready to deal with Iran. They should have been, you know, they felt like they should have been dealt with Iran long time ago, especially when they bombed them Marines over there in Beirut. You know, where them, Iranians bombed them, you know, them Marines over there in Beirut. They ready to get their ass, you know. And if man, listen here, they gonna bomb the shit out of them. Period. 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 Okay, wherever if you think I tell you what, go where you think they're gonna beat them. If you think they're gonna beat the U.S., I tell you, take your ass over there then, and then see what happens. See what happens. See what the reality gonna be. Okay, I got that, you know, and like I say, it's just seeing it for what it is, and it's not, you know, saying, oh, I agree, because like I say, we ain't got shit to do with it. But I tell you what, I ain't gonna be no fucking fool. I ain't gonna be no nigga that living on, oh well, this is the great beast. Yeah, there's a reason why they call him the great beast and shit, you know, and it's going, if you got to understand what you're dealing with in order, you know what I'm saying, to beat him. If you deny what he have, you're not gonna beat him. You're not. You're not gonna beat him if you deny what he has. But when you recognize what he have, you won't run to his strengths. You will exploit his weaknesses. Any motherfucker that want to try to deal with him on the battlefield, say you gonna shoot bomb for bomb, plane for plane, ship for you gonna lose. Period. You got to go into spirituality. You got to go into your mental. You got to go where he's weak at and where he know he can't win that fight. And you got to tag him in other ways other than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best way in which to deal with that. But to say you gonna, you know, and you gonna only in the case of you have no other choice. Now, if a motherfucker make the choice for you and you can't make the choice for yourself, and he just show up at you, then it is what it is. Then I mean, then you have to do what the fuck you got to do. Ain't nothing else for you to do but to defend yourself. But other than that, I didn't see these motherfuckers try to, oh, the United States, when you show up over here, we will crush you. That's what Saddam Hussein said. And they was digging Saddam Hussein ass out the ground. He was laying down in a hole in a walk in down in the ground. He was up before that. He was on all videos talking about when he got a 1,000,000-man army, and that when the United States come over here, we're gonna crush the United States. And they found that man down in the ground in a motherfucking hole. They went over there and robbed every damn castle, every palace of Saddam Hussein. They was getting millions, and he had tried to hide. Man, they got the motherfuckers went over there, got all his money out the walls, and fucked his whole country over. You see what I'm saying? And but his ego told him that he could deal, and they just wasn't gonna let that happen. They just wasn't gonna let that happen, and they exploited this shit. And the reality is, Iran better look at Iraq because they gonna be the new Iraq. They're gonna go over there, and a lot of their people don't even want the leadership in there. And so they ain't gonna exploit everybody. Because the reality is when they go over there, the reality is many of the people over there gonna help them when they get over there because a lot of them don't even fuck with the leadership in Iran. They hate their ass and shit because they over there fucking over them right now. You know what I'm saying? They over there fucking over the people right now. So the fact is, at least under Iraq, the Ba'ath Party, which was Saddam Hussein, all his whole leadership, everybody in the military was behind him. You know what I'm saying? They was a member of the Ba'ath Party, so they fought with Saddam Hussein, and until they couldn't fight no more. But at the same time, in Iran, the leadership do not have the same backing that even Saddam Hussein had. So when any of them go over there, the actual fact is they people over there gonna be ready to fight with the West when they come over there. They already ready. So they know their days is numbered. They know their days is numbered. All right, family, I want to thank you for being here. Stay tuned because the grass is dry and motherfuckers is playing with matches. The grass is dry and motherfuckers is playing with matches. So y'all better keep your eyes to the TV, to the news, because it could light up over there any day, any day, any day. It could light up. All right, family. This is General Cyrus said he's saying, "Hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power."